Good evening and welcome to the Psychic Coffee Shop Psychic That Plans. I'm Aeson Knight, CEO of Aeson's Advisors, CEO of Aeson Knight Inc., CEO of Aeson's Life Coach, COO of Aeson Education. And of course, we have Techie Joe, who's the manager of half that.
Dream Maker.
Yeah, Dream Maker. How about Insanity Creator?
Chaos Wrangler.
That works really well.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Why am I like...
You really zoomed in tonight.
I am. I mean, that's nice. I mean, I look kind of cute, but it's like... Okay. Yeah, so in the month of April, we learned a lot. And then you threw out some ideas, and there was some rotation of shift schedules, so there's going to be a kind of a new planner system. Kinda. It's going to have some more things in it that is actually, hopefully, will streamline some stuff. It took a little bit to set up. We're going to be showing that for both of us. We're both doing it. Hello, Brenda. How are you?
Brenda.
Can we get our standard banner of what you're drinking up?
Do we have a standard banner or what you drinking?
Can you create one?
Yes.
Thank you. So you guys are going to see some life goals. You're going to see some things. Also, May is going to be an interesting month. We, of course, well, we're going to be at Beltane in the Hills, which I keep wanting to call Beltane of the North. We're going to be going out of town for a vacation in a couple days of like R&R, i.e. reset our clocks. But also Aeson's going to be teaching classes and being a teacher in classes. That's a lot of things going on. Plus we have my normal chaos of this station and running the coaching services and running the advisor services and all that lumped into a fiery mix of insanity. So it'll be fun. You guys can come along. I'm going to take you through my new planner system. But first of all, I think we need to take a look and see how this week's going down. Brenda, what are you using for your Mountain Dew water? I'm just curious. Because I'm having Strawberry Ocean right now.
There we go.
Yep.
Think we got everything there.
Yep. This includes good birth and your year and replay crew. Comment below those things, and if you do have a question, yes, include your birthday, but I will reply with an answer.
Beautiful.
All right. So let's get the stuff on. How was your April? What was your reflections on the month?
I haven't gotten to writing them out yet, but no, it was a very busy month. We did get caught up with a bunch of things. We identified a lot of stuff that needed some work. Which not a bad thing. Just areas for improvement. that we can move forward with for, the rest of the year, that like, okay, these are some pain points and some things we need to do differently.
Right.
Not like, oh my God, you're a horrible person, blah, 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 blah. No, like, it's not like that. It's just like, hi, here's some sticky points, and some things that, like, we had a great one today, which was, let's change up some graphics so that they are not this, like, trying to get everything scheduled for the month pain point, and instead are something reusable that we can just roll with.
Right.
So that's a good one. Like, that's the kind of things we're talking about. We did some of those.
I really like this circle logo.
Oh, you like the circle logo?
Yeah, would it be hard to switch that out?
Oh, to cut your logo down to the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. For the new graphics?
Yes.
Okay. Not a problem.
Yeah, because Joe would basically have to devote a day and a half to 2 days for creating the astrology graphics that don't repeat. I'm like,
yeah,
what's more important, the information or the pretty of it? And, we're always going to default to the information. So we will have new astrology graphics. That is the astrology forecast graphic. So that'll be interesting. And then, just streamlining and simplifying some things that'll be great for us in the back house. And then you'll see, some of the stuff I've done to break projects down. And yes, it's double documentation, but at the same time, it's a way to make sure that things are getting done. Because there's one thing to plan the project and another thing to execute the project. And that's something that became very clear this month. That we do great at planning the projects, and sometimes we don't get them executed as best as we want. All right. We're going to bring up my desk view. And let's move into that. That's this way. There we go. All right, so let's see how May is going to go before we dive into it. All right. So this week, the first week of May, first up is the Six of Cups. It's a more simpler, keeping things simple, making things kind of comfortable. Your theme will be surprises. Things are going to pop up. You're going to have to pay attention to it. Don't get stuck in daydreaming. Just deal with it. And by the end of the week, you're going to be looking back and seeing that you had to be working from your logical sense of view. And as you work through your logical sense of view, things will be popping up and kind of getting to where they need to be comfortable at. All right. So are we good with those?
Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I was cutting your logo.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so what we got?
Six of Cups.
Come here, pen. Six of Cups.
Four of Cups.
Four of Cups.
And King of Wands.
King of Wands.
Yep.
All right. Beautiful.
All right. So then let's take a look at our new system. Now, this month we did go back to classic size because we got the classic size cover. I still have my big cover that's actually going to become my notebook for classes. I'm taking a Tarot Masters update class. It'll be great. And then I'm also taking Mel Robbins' coaching class, Take Control. So, this has been April, and we started, and I think I've not retired some pages, but I've took some pages out to make room for May. We started tracking Aeson's day tracker. And this was, looking at my sleep pattern and seeing where things are, because we were toasting Aeson out very quickly.
Yeah.
What was really... Go for it.
Well, I was going to say, you were starting your day exhausted, and then you were ending your day too tired to sleep, or too awake to sleep.
Right.
And then, like, waiting to go to sleep, and then it just kept going.
It got insane. So the 26th was the 27th was my breaking point, and and he brought up something called non-24, and I'm like, what's that? Am I from like Mars or something? Probably not really, but we'll see. Anyhow, we've been tracking, and what we do is just basically go here and track, where, am I awake? Am I asleep? What am I doing? And we're seeing a pattern already. Let me find the right colored pencil. Which I love these Crayola erasable pencils. We got these for me. We got these for Aeson. When I started bullet journaling and creative journaling.
Mm-hmm.
And, it really, that went well until the notebook blew up and, life changed and we went through a new season. But this is a bullet journal. This is a tracking technique, and it's easy to see the current safe pattern. The safe pattern is Aeson is awake and functional by 11. And it's running till about, say, midnight. It's been our earliest crash out, but it's normally around 1 a.m. at this current pattern. So what do you do with that information? Why is this important? Well, when you're creating your own schedule, you have to know when your energy is dropping. Apparently mine is currently dropping at night. Now, will it shift? Most likely we'll see shifts and moves. And, there's been some times where it's like, nope, I went to sleep. And I went to sleep and had to wake up. That happens. But here's where we're seeing most of the red, is in those early morning hours. And it looks to be a 5 to 7 hour block in a day that I need rest. And, so we broke the system really down. It's easy color coding. It's wake, asleep, tired, or forced awake. Forced awake means I was woke up. I wasn't naturally awakened. Granted, we are not doing the alarm clock or the joke clock. We're just seeing where it goes. And we're going to do this for the next month. This will probably be something permanent in my planner.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that'll be a permanent addition.
Right, because we can predict the trend almost.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's April's. Let's scoot on past this. We did introduce the day pages back. They came back. We're going to continue using those. But let's move into May. All right, so classic size May. Its theme for this month is if you change nothing, nothing will change. I kind of like that. I love these quiet dividers because we can do things with them. We can make them look a little bit better, and we can find our own stuff.
Yes.
And, I was there questioning what in the world am I going to do with these huge stickers. And this planner just adds to that ability to do the big stickers and decorate them out. Just something to brighten it as you flip through. I did remove July through December out of here because I needed the space. So that is in a reserve notebook. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
So here we go into May. What?
I wanted to make sure you had them.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brenda, on liking my nails. They are looking good. This is a new one. This is not my OPI because OPI has been a little hard to get. This is Essie. And this is, I normally make sure to get Onyx. These are Now or Never is the color. And, that's become an important thing. So here's what the May looks like. I'm going to be in class Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. First class to second class is all 8 days. Mm-hmm. So we've got everything put in. We've got me traveling this month. The class we're teaching this month is going to be on the 24th. It is numerology. So there's that fun stuff. So let's see if we can't dress this up a little bit. Make it a little bit more inviting to see. There's that. It kind of makes that nice. I throw it back here. Hello, Shannon. How are you? What are you up to? There we go. Simple, easy, one finished page. We're moving on. The reason I'm not doing a lot of deco here is this is a lot of information. You know, there's going to be a lot of things to fill in on these days. Joe, is there anything that I do not have on the monthly overview I need to be aware of?
No, I think we've got it all.
Okay.
Because we were kind of going over it before, and I'm kind of like, I think that's the big stuff.
Right.
Like we went through all the business stuff because we had a couple of things that like we planned last year. I know you guys heard us talk about that. We sat down last year in like October and we planned some things for 2023, and we're, well, they were good ideas.
Right.
And then now we're having to go, maybe not right now. Maybe that can move here. Maybe this can move there.
Right.
Because we've realized some things about his business, and that like, oh my God, take the last week off is a good idea.
Take the first week off is not. But that's where tracking comes in. That's where some things that you're going to see incorporated in this month and be in the following months is highly important. All right, so I'm in master's classes all the way through the 8th. Take controls a 3, but I'm breaking it up. 3 different classes, 3 different days instead of trying to go through all 3 modules. Shows are out. We're having our normal rotation of shows. It's like Saturday is the 27th. Belton and Morgantown is the 13th. We have Mama's Day, which we cannot overmiss. Granted, we're going to have Sacred That Plans Mama's Day. Ooh, you made beef stew. How lovely. So there's that. All right. So then you move into this section, which this is your currently page, which I'm going to continue using as just the currently page. I am going to dress it up. I haven't really laid my goals out for this month, and instead of a to-do list here, I'm going to take that out and make it more of a checklist, because one of the things that I need to do is to design a system in the house. You guys have heard me talk about house systems. There are some house systems that are not working. There are some house systems that need remodeled. I think that's the important thing to remember, is they need remodeled. So now my goals, they're going in over here. So I don't need this May goal thing. So let's go ahead and cover that up. That looks more nicely there. Grab us some white out because we aren't going to have any. Well, let's see. We don't need a to-do list. We need more so of a system flow list. And I think we need to redo the zones of the house, because the house has changed since we done the zones.
It has. Like we moved some rooms.
Right. Important dates this month. There is an important date. It is the 23rd. What is the 23rd, Joe?
The Meetiversary.
Yes. AKA first date. There's that. So there's that. I like leaving this focus on open for one reason. Because I can take, if I need to, well, that isn't a good one. Let's find a nice one. These are kind of nice. They're frosted. I can just flip that in. And if I just need to work on one thing, I can just put that on the festival list. And that's all I'm doing. It's just, I'll fill that in together.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Okay. So this is a planner layout that I'm not going to use as it currently is, but I'm going to use. I hate this.
Oh, the 3-box.
The 3-box. I hate this for a reason, because my day is more than just 3 things in a day, or a list here, a list here, a list here. However, Joe came up with an amazing idea, and I think that this is going to work great. We're going to see. So there are 3 things that we track in a day.
Yes. So we have, so there are the 3 things. When he's on network, which is what he made that day,
Mm-hmm.
what the daily deposit is,
Mm-hmm.
and what our daily expenses
Right.
are.
We're going to call this the gross. This is deposits. And this is expenses. Okay, there's that. Have you tried alcohol? I find alcohol works really well to remove the resin. So that's going to be recorded through here. That way it'll be easier to budget. I am moving our budget from the budget planner to here. And this is going to be our bill calendar. Here's our bill checklist. I love these much better than the other worksheets. And our expenses are already going to be tracked, but these are going to be our new expenses. Are going to go here, and that's just going to live in this. Now, granted, we still have the budget planner if we need to go back to the budget planner, but I think that I'll like it better in this planner.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one makes more sense.
Makes more sense. I'm still going to do our weekly paycheck budgets or our recalculations, which we're going to do in Psychic Fit Plans. That'll be up next week for you guys looking for our May setup. That's going up next week. Okay, so moving into the next section. This is our top priorities. This is a section that people are going to go, huh? Why do you have that? And this is my project section. Top 5 priorities. It's going to be the top 5 categories of my life. What am I doing in each of these sections? And let's lay those out. The first one is personal. The second is business. The third is finances. The fourth is health. And the fifth is relationships. And I'm going to set goals for each of those areas. What do you think of my 5 categories, dear?
Well, I'm good with them.
Okay.
Yeah. So personal, business, finance, health, and relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to fill those in later. I'm doing some deco. Well, I thought you would discuss some of them. Because you've seen me do like we have the, what is it? The compass assessment. We have we have other tools.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that I'm overlooking one of them? Like I should have a different category here?
No, I don't think you're overlooking any categories. I think those are the 5 that are probably the biggest ones that you're routinely working on.
Mm-hmm.
because you're always working on personal growth, business growth, shepherding, herding, however you want to put it, herding kittens of finance, and then trying to make improvements on health and our relationship. So, yeah.
Well, it's relationships, not just ours.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Then we have the master task list. This is going to be the master business task list when things need to be done, like featured articles, magazine articles, all that stuff. Then we have my content tracker. This is everything that's going out, where all it's going, when all it's got to go out. I've got to add the astrology to it. And we're back to my sleep tracker. For May, we're going to use the same system. Green for awake, yellow is for the adjustment time, red is for sleep, and blue is for forced awake. No. Whoa.
It's too big.
It's too big. Yeah, okay. We'll put that back and use it somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with a lot of functionality is there isn't a lot of sticker room. But hopefully, after a month of tracking, we can look and go, okay, these are safe bets. Or these are those places we can improve.
Well, this is where we're best suited to like schedule you and have you available and to set your appointment times and your network times. And then see what we can do about trying to move any other things in towards the green time. So that if we do have to do a forced awake, it's not a forced awake in the middle of you want to be asleep.
Right.
Naturally by body.
Right.
So yeah.
Yep. All right. Then of course we're going to be tracking the work, from asleep to busy to, oh, it's life. I'm not there, to a slow time, to a black time, which is no calls, like at 2 in the morning, I'm not getting any calls. Why am I even here? And then also meetings and lives will, get their own color because that really influences the view of things.
Oh, Shannon's all excited. Rubbing alcohol worked.
Good deal.
Nice. Yeah, for removing stickers, the only time you have problems with acetone and alcohol working, because Mom had this happen. She bought me this little plastic figurine.
Right.
And she tried to, like a nail polish remover to take it off, and it took it off. It also took most of the color off the little figurine. Yeah, like it had and it was so cute. It was this little peanut M&M with the arms and the legs figure, and it was cute as a button. But it literally, because they had done it all in one, and it wasn't exactly like, it was the really soft moldable plastic. And it took all the color off down to that arm and leg color. Because they had just done this dye injection of like the color for the arms and legs and then painted the M&M on it. So it had a little candy shell. But when she got the sticker off, it took it off, but it took that color off, and so it had this bald spot. I always found it funny. It cracked me up every time I looked at it.
Cool.
Oh. But yeah, so the label left behind a really thick residue, and I had tried soaking and scrubbing, and I can't find my vinegar. LOL. Yeah. Brenda melted a bedspread in high school when I spilled acetone nail polish remover. Yeah, my sister accidentally spilled nail polish remover at my grandparents and like trashed the cup holder and a table that my grandfather built, which had like the drainage holes in it. So all the nail polish remover, after trashing the cup holder, went out through the drain holes and went into the indoor-outdoor carpet. Side note, indoor-outdoor carpet doesn't like nail polish remover either.
Oh, goodness.
So it bleached the carpet in that area. So my grandmother, God love her, moved the table. That's it. She just moved the table. And it just sat there till the day we took up the indoor-outdoor carpet.
Wow. Hey, that works.
You know?
Yep.
It worked.
All right. So I'm going to put Joe on the spot. Because I like to.
Mm-hmm.
One word focus for the month of May.
Simplify.
Okay.
That's been your word all day long. I think it best describes what we need to do in May.
All right. So spell it for me.
S-I-M P-L-I-F-Y.
There we go. Thank you. I'll look up the definition. That's what this page is going to be. All right. So my top priority is to sort and collect this month. Okay. So those are my top priority, and then systematize, and execute. And that's not beheading somebody.
But it could be.
It could be. All right. So these are all the projects this month. Everything is broken down into a project, whether it's a show, a newsletter, an event. They're all broke down into projects. That's how it's going to be. So we have a lot of projects if you look at how they classify projects.
Well, everything is a project.
It is. And there's like multiple steps to things. And oh, this is so pretty. I hope it actually comes off. I don't think they cut it right.
Oh no.
They didn't. It didn't fully cut.
Oh no.
So that's kind of crappy, but it is what it is.
Is that out of the Happy Planner sticker set?
Yes. And we're doing a lot of flowers and a lot of differences. That way, that way.
Yeah, you can always push it to the bottom of the page and just trim the excess.
Right. Kind of like just like that.
Cute. Oh, so is that out of the watercolors book?
This is out of the Seasons of Colors book.
Oh, the Seasons of Colors. Okay.
There were a lot of big stickers, and this new planner really helps me fill that. And put the pretty in it if I've got to look at it. And then I think I want to washi some. If I can quickly find a washi.
Nice.
And yes, I am trying to use the new products, use up the old products because we're getting some crispy. And what's really weird is that's a new book. That's when we bought it 40% off. But this is out of the monthly planner for Happy Planner. Now, putting the washi down is for two reasons. One, I can quickly find it if I'm trying to flip to see what I've got it done, or what's left on this project, what's left on that project.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, it brightens it up for me, so I don't get so overwhelmed. Now, what I am going to do is end up going back with some dots, and putting a dot on each of them, on each project. And
Nifty.
this is not going easy. So that you can easily see where the dots are. I mean, where each project comes up at.
Ah, cool.
It took me forever. I was sitting here today like, how am I going to distinguish these? I'm going to highlight them. You could do that. You could highlight the top bar and make it a title holder. I'm like, nah, I think I've got that book of dots we got when we got the that clearance sale, and I think I'm going to use those. Break those up.
Very nifty.
Yep. So some videos you guys can look forward to this month is the morning basket. We're going to film that one. And say this is what happens when you have crispy washi. It starts just tearing off for no reason.
Sadly.
Yep. I don't know. I just really have not found any washi I've been super excited with in a while. Like, they're making that huge washi that's like take out the top of the page.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I just had a moment there. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to open two different a planner and a sticker book simultaneously.
Uh-huh.
And my GoodNotes crashed.
Oh goodness.
And I was like, no. It came right back up. I give it credit. But I was flipping through. I was trying to find some stickers because I wanted to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I started flipping through, and it was like, no. And I was like, but yes. Like, come on, man.
I wish they'd hurry up and get out of beta. GoodNotes for Windows.
I know, right? That would be really nifty.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the project pages. Then this will be my project reflection, or if any new ideas come up, that's going here in the notes section. And then we have the new weekly overviews, which we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to look at Joe's new planner before we start planning our week in my new system.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Sandy Starr. I'm a psychic and I work on Keen, and I have been working on Keen for over 22 years. You can reach me on 01068. I deal with a myriad of subjects, but I do specialize in relationships, marriages, divorces, is he cheating, is she cheating, whatever the dynamic of the relationship is, I will guide you through. I've got amazing radar for cheaters, so I will tell you the truth if he or she is cheating. I can help with any subject you need me to help you with besides relationships, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, you can reach me through Keen. My extension number is 01068. I really look forward to hearing from you and helping you with whatever you need me to help you with.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I'm a psychic medium and I work with tarot cards. I also practice Reiki and access bars. I would like to share with you what a reading with me is like. It is a blended reading of psychic and mediumship, and I deliver these messages exactly as they come through. I'm not going to mince words or add any padding. I am a professional, reliable, and honest communicator. I have readings available anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. You can book a reading with me at tracyvann.com. That's TRACYVANN.com. And no, I'll always tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you have come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here from Rowan Temple of Light, and I'm here to tell you about our events this summer. First up is Beltane in the Hills, May 13th, and that is from 1 to 6. We have entertainment, we have a bunch of vendors, we have a fairy photo shoot. It's going to be exciting. You having any questions, reach out to Earth Magic or to myself. After that, we have Central West Virginia Pagan Pride, August 19th. That's at Holly Gray Park from 11 to 5 for the day. And we will have Sarah Masters coming down from Pittsburgh to be our keynote speaker. We have some great classes for that. So if you want to get involved, reach out to RowanTempleOfLight@gmail.com, or just follow us along on Facebook at Rowan Temple of Light, and we look forward to seeing you out in the community. See you there.
All right, welcome back. All right, Joe, talk about your planner.
Alrighty, so I was working on my month at a glance, which is sort of like your month plan
Right.
page. So I was throwing in some appointments and making them a little prettier by putting the dates as stickers.
Oh, cool.
Because, yeah. So I was grabbing those. That's when I actually was having the little weirdo planner crash moment. Because I had GoodNotes up twice, and it was not liking that for some reason. But then again, I've had GoodNotes open and running and running and running and running and running.
Yeah.
So in its defense, it's taken a lot. Like my poor little iPad rarely gets rebooted.
Right.
It just gets charged. But anyway, so jumping over to May, this is my general month calendar, my month at a glance, or my actual, what I call a month at a glance, which is just the month. So we've got a few things going in there. I've got my full moon and new moon stickers for Friday the let's see, what is that? Friday the 5th and Friday the 19th. That's your full and new moon.
Right.
And then we have a bunch of stuff going on this month. I'm just not on the road as much.
Right. Which is amazing. Like, we like you at home.
Well, you know, I kind of sometimes forget where I live. It's not the car.
No, it's not the car. But let's point out some things here that I like looking at your planner. Let me move you over here so I can fully see you. All right. So I love a Monday start.
Yes.
Like, I have always been like, the weekend is the weekend.
Oh, yeah. I want it. over there.
I like that the weeks are numbered. I probably will do that on my weekly sheets just to match you.
Okay.
Like I'm like,
Well, and that actually corresponds over here to a different view.
okay.
So I get a week at a glance.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that. And that's what that's tied to.
Right.
So yeah, and then I have the little quick jump calendar, so I can like jump over to the first,
Right.
and
cool.
then I can jump back again,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and then go to the monthly planner.
Right.
That's what I'm like. That and what I really love on this one is that it's in order.
Uh-huh.
So I can literally just flip through. That's something that was kind of bugging me on the other one.
Okay.
Is that like all the month views were together, all the week views were together, all the days were together. And it made it like it was great to flip day to day to day to day to day.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little bit of a like you had to come out of edit view and just or out of edit and go to view in order to really jump around. Whereas with this, if I'm, because I've been going back and forth a lot the last couple of days as I move in since the 28th, and I can just quickly slide from my day view into my monthly, into my weekly, and into the next day. So the first. Because I was having to do that a lot, and I know it was like that's been a sticky point for me with the other one. Like I love it. It's a gorgeous planner. It does a lot of things for me. I'm especially though liking this layout.
Okay.
With it being 2 pages. In this landscape view. So it's 2 portraits side by side. And it seems to zoom in better. And a little more like it's like it's a higher resolution, so I can zoom more and actually work with it like it's literally 2 pages. The problem I was having out of the landscape one, which again, love the planner, but it was kind of blocky in terms of when you went to zoom in, you could only go so far. And then it be kind of like you ended up writing really chunky. Whereas this, I can write a little bit smaller and not have it appear as chunky. And so the boxes don't feel as big, the lines don't feel as big. And I don't feel like I'm forced to zoom out just to write something legibly.
So what sections do you have here? What sections are you liking? What sections are you like, I need to put a sticker over that?
In terms of this, right now affirmation is probably going to be my big pretty area because I have the journal thing that I purchased, as well as this planner. And I think I'm going to use basically the affirmation section as my make pretty. Because that's that and the I am thankful for today is duplicated. I do want to keep the mood. I'm liking the new weather. That one's kind of nice, quick and easy. That I can just mark the weather, write it down, and just move on. Because that was taking me a little bit of time. Like that was always a rush. That used to be something I really had to like either keep on top of, or I'm scurrying really quickly to get the weather information and a sticker onto each page, so that would be ready for the show. So yeah. Oh. So Shannon says gonna try that cottage cheese mousse recipe I sent.
Yes, I probably will try the cottage cheese mousse recipe you sent.
I think I'm gonna like the woke up at an hour slept, because I think that's helpful information for me. To try to figure out what's going on with me. because I just keep feeling like I'm not getting like a full night's rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some nights that's legit true, straight up, like, I didn't go to bed till 3. I had to be up at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, there wasn't a full night's rest to be had. Like, that's just the way life went.
Right.
But so I'm not sure if I'm just having a string of those, and that's what's making like thought I got a full night's sleep. What's my problem?
Right.
If it's just a string of the short nights that I'm making up for, that's like pummeling me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's something else, because I don't know. I've been doing this weird, like, I have a ton of energy, I have no energy.
Right. Well, we both have.
Yeah.
We both have. All right.
You can also see we've got to cancel a couple of appointments. I meant to cancel those Friday, but our doctor's office closed at noon on Friday.
Right.
Because I had a big pretty note for, Friday to call and do that when we found out if we were getting the car back on Friday or if we were going to have to wait till Monday. So since we have to wait for Monday
or Tuesday or Wednesday, they'll get it fixed when
well, yeah, but we're not, even if we get it like bright ass early on Monday, we can't make it to this appointment. There's no way.
No way.
Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Right.
So I've got to call and cancel that. I'm still debating, and I keep going back and forth on a thing.
Okay.
And I'm carrying this currently forward from the old planner into this new one. And I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Okay.
Which is, I have repetitive tasks, but they change.
Okay.
So, like, I'm going to do, like, 2 of these, the top 2, the keen maintenance, keen sprouting, I do that every day.
Right.
There may be nothing else after that. There may be a couple of tasks after that for different people. It's all, I don't know. Or, well, I do know it's plannable.
Right.
I just don't know if I want to keep writing it in manually. Because I really don't like copying and pasting, because it annoys me to, like, I can write it better than I can copy and paste it and position it. Especially with the handwriting.
Right.
So I'm going back and forth if I want to do and take like this main focus for today and just plaster over it.
Right.
With that task list that I know is going to repeat.
My viewpoint is I think you should block time for those.
Okay.
Okay, because you're going to do those 2 things every day. Block your time out. Those are the 2 things, like an appointment.
Right. Well, depending upon the day, I have to figure out when I can do that.
Right.
Because, like this week, it's fine. I can come in here and go, well, everything's going to be ready. I can do that start that at 11. By the time I get towards the end, when I need to do the sprouting, the report should have run at 11:30 and been available.
Right.
Or finished running by 11:30, and so it's available and I can send those messages.
Right.
The problem I run into is then we go into like what is that? The following Monday or the following Monday. I don't have that luxury anymore.
Well, you do have that luxury. It's just not in the morning.
Right. Like, well, but I do try to go ahead and before I leave, send the dailies. And then turn around and send the sprouting when I get home, because it's a really quick process. Like, sprouting is the easiest part. Like, the first 30 is doing the maintenance. The last, like, 5 minutes, maybe, is sending those sprouting.
Right. Well, that's what I say is the time block it out so that you don't overload yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, okay, this task takes an hour. So this task can fit here for an hour. You just put the sticker there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just move it where you need it to.
Right. Which is basically what I've been doing. I've just been having to fit other things in, and it's been getting tight.
Right.
Is that, like, unfortunately, website failures don't, or you know what I mean? Like, we haven't had a website failure. I shouldn't say that, but I feel like I just encouraged one. But, massive client moments occur, and it does end up getting a little touch and go sometimes.
Right.
As to, because sometimes it's like, I could start with it, like, here's a nice open day on Saturday. I could start with it and plan my day around, I'm going to get up at 10 a.m. and I'm going to be at my desk by 11. And the first thing I'm going to do is this keen maintenance and sprouting.
Right.
And that's a lovely, gorgeous plan. And I may wake up at 10 a.m. to a message from a client that goes, I need this, and this. Followed by like 2 more messages like that. And so stuff just keeps shifting down.
Right.
So what effectively happens is sort of what you're saying, but not exactly. This is the post view version of it. Is like, this is how it went today, is I did do that at 11 a.m.
Right.
And then like it was 1:30 on Saturday? Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
And then it was 11 on Friday. So yeah, it's one of those things that jumps around. Which I hate that part. I really wish I could get a morning routine that wasn't so, but I'm unfortunately heavily influenced by like what clients need when they need it.
Right. But again, I think that if you build your routine and start your routine there before jumping into everything else, granted, you're not going to have it perfectly every day. That's why I have like 2 routines now. Or technically 3. Putting it into a base, then you have a structure to work from. Instead of having on the to-do list, because it is something that takes more than an hour of your time. And secondly, it's something that you do every day, building it into the routine so that, you wake up and that's the 3rd thing you do, or that's the 4th thing you do. And then if you got to move it, you move it.
Right.
But then you already allot that time, so you know that that's the time you're doing that one thing.
Okay.
Just my feedback. Because I felt that helps me is to block out, like, no, this is when I'm doing my morning routine. No, this is when I'm doing my email routine. No, this is when I'm doing this. And then, not doing the social check, not doing the Slack check, planning, I don't touch my phone until I get to my desk. The laundry is done, the journaling's done, all that's done. That's what I touch my phone.
Well, I understand that. I know for me, like, I kind of have to touch the phone first thing in the morning because there really can be stuff that happened overnight. Like, nothing is ever good, and nothing good has ever come from my day of not starting my phone by like checking if the natives are restless. Like, are any of our natives restless? No, they're all good. All right, cool.
Right.
So that's like the first like 10 minutes of my morning, sort of, is like seeing if anything's come in, what they've said, what, any of my clients, what they've said, if they've sent new messages somewhere. And like trying to sluice out real quick and make my to-do list, and like either post or pre-plan what they want. you know, into okay, does that have to be done today? Can that wait till tomorrow? Is that for next week? But we need to get it up. You know, like what's going on? So yeah, there's always an element of my schedule that's kind of, you know, up in the air.
Right. Yeah, but I think that if you structure your day a little bit better, you might not feel like you're always on the thing and your to-do list is a mile long because you're setting time aside for those things. You know, and grabbing the phone or grabbing the interruption first thing in the morning, I think is a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts, you know. And that's what I've gotten basically from a lot of the Mel Robbins stuff.
No, I think we can definitely give it a shot and see what that does.
Okay. All right. So what else are we doing in here?
Oh, so we've got our meals planned in. Because we were able to sit down and create a couple of rolling days with a shrimp and veggie in the middle.
Right.
So we're going to start Monday with doing a bean soup and effectively cook that down to a chili on Tuesday. And then we're going to turn that chili into chili and cheese nachos on Wednesday. And then Thursday we take a break and do a shrimp and veggies. And then we start again with a meatloaf to spaghetti and spaghetti to chicken parm.
Right.
So that's because he's in class all this week and we really need stuff that we can like 30 minutes or less, like the amount of actual effort. 30 minutes or less.
Right.
Just like no big, sit there, cook it, do the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And then like Thursday, he's, you know, going to, of course, be on coffee and tea. So I can take that one and just run with that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And all of those are standalone meals, meaning that I don't have to stand there and stir the chili. The meatloaf bakes itself. I'll put it together the night before, hopefully, and then just pull it and go. Yeah, this is where we used to do freezer meals and would do the freezer meal thing, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yes. Well, right now the biggest problem we're having with freezer meals is trying to find the one day to cook them all up or prep them all up and get them. Like we have the freezer space, I believe.
No.
Like, no, we're God, how are we?
I have to do pantry clean out.
Okay. I was going to say, how are we loaded up in the freezer, but we have, like, because he had a moment, and I have to share, he had a little panic today. He's out of beans, except for 4 cans. But his, like, dry stock of beans walked away.
Got used?
We don't know. So he had a moment. And so he was going through and realizing, like, you know, that there were different things that it's like, okay, we need to do a pantry clean out.
Right.
But I didn't catch in that. And I guess, you know, because it's weird to me that, like, the freezer is full.
Yeah, it's about 3/4 of the way full.
What is
with
in there?
Things like popsicle sticks, confectionery sugar, you know, the stuff that we don't use anymore. That has been mounting up in our freezer.
So things we need to replace.
Right.
Well, I mean, the icy pops can go. That was for, we really stocked up, and we totally meant to send them with him.
Right.
For the former roommate.
Right.
We really meant to be like,
right.
no, none of us want those. Like, I have no positive association with an icy pop. Okay. My only association with those is the number of times I've cut my lip on one. I don't have any interest in those. I don't like those.
Right. And they're sugar, so I don't want them.
Well, but yeah. So, they were a big thing for the former roommate. He loved them. We stocked up because we found them really cheap.
Right.
And just went, okay, we'll buy a crap ton of those because he'll eat them.
Right.
And then he kind of left faster than we anticipated. And that was one of the items that was supposed to go with him. And then we're just like, now we have Icy Pops in our freezer.
Yeah.
Why do we have Icy Pops in our freezer?
And we don't have a 3-year-old to give them to. So there's that. No.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, you do. I'm sure Gizmo would love them.
Do you want to manage the cleanup?
Oh, come on. Just cut the tip and squeeze it into his food bowl.
Before or after he's knocking it around?
Preferably before, not while.
Okay. But again, it is what it is. So.
Oh, Shannon, check the recipe. There's no aloe vera in it. Awesome.
Yes. Yes. But no, we're going to try that. We got chia pudding to try. We found a lemon crush that I'm going to modify.
Oh, the lemon lush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to modify it. See how that turns out.
Yeah, because that's one that to do it the way she did it. Did you actually find the sugar-free lemon pudding that she was talking about was impossible?
Yes. And that's just how much 5 years have changed.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a while back.
Yeah. Yes, I saw the pizza you sent me. That's a delicious one.
Yeah. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. And we've got a Cooking with Aeson video coming up. I found a very interesting, I stumbled into a very interesting replacement for one of Joe's favorite meals.
Oh, yes. Yes, you did. Actually, 2 replacements did you find this week?
Yes.
One isn't exactly what it was explained to me to be originally.
Okay.
It's that's what's in it. But that's not really how it turns out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the other one is our zombie chicken avoidance meal.
Right.
Does any of y'all that have been here through the zombie chicken experience know what we're talking about?
Yep.
But it's a crockpot version.
Yeah.
And yeah. That worked out great. The only problem we had was there seems to be a missing step in the recipe, which was to just take the lid off and let it simmer for a little while.
Right.
Because it did come out a little soupy.
Right.
But that's a quick, easy fix.
Yeah, but we found a chicken parm that I can actually do and I'm happy with and doesn't take half my damn day.
Right.
And then a chicken and no rice broccoli cheese casserole.
Yeah, which was really weird because it was originally billed as a broccoli chicken Alfredo nacho.
Right.
And I was all excited because I was like, that sounds amazing. And, okay, cool. I'm down. And then he made it. And I was like, that's not how that turned out.
No, and I'm like, this tastes exactly like this. We just found a replacement.
A very quick, easy one. It was great.
Yeah.
Because you threw that together and baked it in the toaster oven of all places. Which awesome.
Right. So there's going to be some Cooking with Aeson, and then I found I was going to do Italian chicken. I was out of my Italian powder, and I didn't feel like making it. Be quite honest. So I know one of his favorite recipes is chicken parm. And I'm like, I've got these spiral vegetables, so I can do that. And I can make him pasta and yada, yada, yada. And then I went and I looked up and I'm like, ooh, Jane Morrell has a chicken parm crock-pot meal. Let me tune into this one. I love it. It's great. It'll be a wonderful Friday meal. It can be a wonderful Sunday meal because these are my busy days.
Well, yeah, and she sized it down.
I wasn't cooking for 30.
Yeah, it did not require a 17-quart crock pot.
No. Although that does give me a new life goal.
That is not a life goal. That is a cry for help.
Okay.
That is a gynecological cry for help, is needing a 17-quart crock pot in your home.
Right. So we're going to meal flip this week so that I have time for class and that food is available when Joe's ready for it, because I may not be available for cooking dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we're kind of planning for you not to be, and so I've taken over 2 nights for this week, Thursday and no, I guess just one Thursday.
Yeah. You normally take over Friday, but
Yeah.
Friday will be a meatloaf, and you got to slide it in the oven and cook it.
Well, basically, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll prep it.
Yeah, that's our hardest cook day.
Yeah.
Brenda says that is a church lady crock pot.
Yes, it is. Or a pagan fundraiser crock pot.
There's a lot of crock pot. That's what that is. Yeah.
But she uses it as her standard crock pot. And I'm like, I didn't even know they made one that big.
No, you can't have it. I bet it's not programmable.
No, it isn't. It's dial.
See, you don't want it.
I know.
It's not programmable. You can't do anything with it.
Well, again, it's an older video. They may have came out with a programmable one. I am loving my programmable crock pot. It does lovely.
I just have to see. I'm sorry. Now I'm interested. 17-quart crock pot, programmable. Um, 18. All right, so Target's got an 18-quart.
Okay.
Oh no, they lied.
Okay.
Target lied. They literally showed me 31 results for 18-quart crock pot, and none of them, it looks like, are an 18-quart crock pot.
Okay.
I got 6s, I got 7s, I got 4s, I got 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're back and forth. 8.5, 5, 3, 6-quart, 4-quart, 3.5, 10-quart.
Okay.
But that's a dial. 5-quart, 6-quart, 7. All right, let's see page 2. Come on. Don't tell me you lied to me entirely, Target. Oh, you lied to me entirely. Go away. All right, so 7-quart, like, are you sure it's 17?
I think it's 17. I'll have to go back and watch the video. It's huge. It holds a whole bag of chicken.
All right, so we're going to change that to commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's a round warmer. I doubt that's...
Oh, Shannon's pointing you to turkey roaster from Crockpot.
Oh, the turkey roast. Oh, God. Okay, so that's the roaster slow cooker. 22 quarts. That's a dial. 22-quart dial. Whatever the Nesco is. 20 quarts dial. All of these are dial.
Okay. Well, again,
I'm sorry, you can't have it. It's not programmable, and it just won't make you happy.
I know. Okay, so what days in May are you out of the house?
Oh, days in May I'm out of the house. Well, I know I'm out on May 8th.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm looking back real quick. Possibly part of May 5th, because as long as we have the car back, I gotta go get the mirror replaced.
Right.
So I'm gonna be out for a few hours between my massage, which please let me get my massage this week.
Right.
And then I'll do that while I'm all ready over in Beckley.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the 8th, I'm in Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 1 p.m. appointment. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I need to leave by 10 a.m.
Yep, you're out.
Yeah, so 10 to 5, 10 to 6, somewhere in there, depending upon if I have any stops to make.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm looking through the rest of May.
We're out together
Mm-hmm.
the 2nd, 3rd, and 14th. I mean, not the 2nd, 3rd, the 12th, 3rd, and 14th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're
And
doing
we're
a double
also out
overnight.
the 29th and the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we finally decided the 29th and 30th. We
Right.
bounced around a little.
Right.
So sorry, let me back up because my attention waned while I was looking through. Let's see. I'm missing an appointment. So let me go to the monthly view because I know it's there. All right, so the 23rd, I'm in Charleston at 1 p.m.
Okay.
That's for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
The 24th, I'm in Rock Cave.
Okay.
I had to think of the name of the place. The 31st, I'm in Princeton again.
Okay.
And that looks like it's going to be my month.
Okay.
It's not like the worst is week 4 for travel.
Right. All right. Does Invisible
week
have any
5's
days out? Like any appointments this month?
That I offhand know of, I think it's just the normal Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, that doesn't
Ooh,
affect anything.
true. We generally pre-schedule that one. Just for like every week.
Right.
So yeah. As for actual this week, do you want his work schedule?
Well, when we get there, I'm working on my personal.
Okay. Like, I've got those as little blue bars. Same as the other one, just moved over. Like, I like the time section a little better on this one. I like the whole schedule section on this one a little better. Ooh, I just thought of a different search term.
Okay. Beans, chili, at least 2 nachos, it's just regular veggie. That means 2 meatloaf. That leads to spaghetti. That leads to parm. All right. Okay. So I'm ready to take a break, and then we can come back up, and we'll get the rest of the week planned.
All right. That sounds great.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and as a certified spiritual life coach and shadow practitioner, I have thrown together everything that I have learned to develop a program that works for healing our shadow self and focusing on how we're going to heal ourselves for the future. I work with different types of energy work, such as EFT, TFT, and EFT energy. Reiki, access bars, and power forms. I've put them all together to create my own system that works. We also work with the tarot and the oracle. So I'm not just an energy worker and a healer, I'm a psychic as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, find out all about me, and book with me on there. I love you guys, and I will see you out there.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month, in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I've been working as a psychic for more than 20 years. I was born with psychic gifts at the age of 3. And with that, I'm able to help you with your love. Relationships get very complicated. I help you understand what's going on, where it's headed, where your next love is, what the lesson is, and how to improve that. I also work in career and dealing with career fields and different job opportunities and things you would like to experience in your life. I use the tarot. My favorite deck is the Gilded Tarot. That's what I normally grab. But I also read angel cards. I also read Ascended Master cards. And I use astrology and numerology in your readings. All that tied in together with my clairvoyant skills, I'm able to get in there and answer your important questions quickly, clearly, and fast. I look forward to talking to you. You have a great day.
All right, welcome back. Okay, so we're going to be looking at my personal planner, which is a skinny mini, classic. I feel it's important to say classic. This is what I've done while we were talking. Of course, I'll highlight the days that there's no way I'm going to be going to the gym.
Yes.
Okay.
So those are in yellow and blue. Like I see the blue, I'm struggling to see the yellow. I think.
Yep, the yellow is Joe.
Okay.
And days that he's going to be out of the house. So I can just look at him and go, nope, Joe's going to be out of the house. We can't do that. You know. And then the blue-green is me being out of the house. Out of town, actually. So let me go ahead and just put that color wheel in there so we can see it later. And it's smeared. Oh, your tool pen. I'm not happy with you.
Oh, no.
And that's why I don't use tool that often. And then this is the Invisibles color. He doesn't have any events this month. So, go back over this. That may end up getting stickered and recovered over because I just can't stand that. But anyhow.
Oh, no. Ew.
Well, this one's kind of took on a life of its own. When I say that, I don't mean that it's gotten out of control. But when I originally got this was to be a purse planner. Now it is more so my personal planner. Like if I was planning my life without everything else going on, what would I put in it? That's my meal plan, my sugars, my errands, that type of thing. We look back over April. We can see what we ate. We can see, like, I had pre-blocked out. I still haven't figured out what to use this list for. We'll figure that out. Something I need to track, you know, at the larger scheme. But no, like, that's what we've been doing. So that's April, and we will condense that down like we've done back in March. Did we condense March down? We did not. I know we took February out because we didn't buy it. Yeah, we didn't start this till the 12th. So there's that type of stuff that'll go on. Like I will probably go in here and list like, you know, I'm at, you know, that we're out of town the 12th through the 14th, the 29th. Like this is kind of like the subject matter if I need to know what the highlights are.
Yep.
So that's what that's doing. So that's all set and done. It's quick and easy. It fills in itself during the days. And also I have like envelopes in the front that have like our coupons, our receipts, cash if I'm keeping it, coupons for specific stores. Those go in the front. So there's that one. All right, so let's dig in for this week. What all we got going on this week?
All right, so this week, all right, well, let's start with the invisible assistant schedule and knock it out.
All right, let me get his read.
Okay.
All right.
So Monday, 4 to 8.
4 to 8. Okay.
Nothing on Tuesday. Wednesday, 4 to 8.
Okay.
Thursday, 11 to 4.
Okay.
And then nothing for Friday, and we don't know about the next weekend.
Right. So there's that.
So there's that.
All right. Assuming we have the vehicle. Let's just go with assuming we have the vehicle. What's your schedule?
Oh, well, we already know Monday's out.
Right.
So yeah, no, I got Friday is my massage and car repair.
Okay. All right. So there's that. I'm not sure what to use this box with since the menu plan has moved over to my personal. It may just get covered up. We will see. And then this page over here is going to be my reflections page. I'm not building that right now.
Might be a good place to just like cover up the days, like find something that covers the day line, and then something you want to do that week.
Okay.
Like find a hole for it at some point, but like, what do you want to do this week?
Right. Okay. All right. So there is the weekly section. Let's do some pretty because we've got space to do that. When we move into the actual planner, it'll be a 2-week view with this single weekly reflections page in the center if it doesn't get moved into its own section. I'd like to have there is 5 boxes with a note area at the bottom. So let's see if I've got something that's got 5 boxes that we can create 5 boxes. I know what we'll do. Quick and dirty. I'm going to grab our ruler. We're going to come about halfway down. We're going to grab a highlighter. These are the mild liners that we're using, and I have the softer mild liners.
The pastels.
The pastels.
Okay, you're a little crooked.
I am a little.
Where your camera is. I can't tell.
No, I am a little crooked.
Okay, there you go. There we go. Well, there it was.
Well, there it is. That's straight. Let's take a tip from bullet journaling. Up. And then I need 5 boxes. So we'll just go straight across. 1. There's 2. I know what that we can use that for. 3. And yeah, it was crooked. It'll be fine. It will be fine. So we've done this in pencil first. All right. So we're basically copying the dashboard over here,
Mm-hmm.
but we're using it for a different reason. Look better.
That looks a little better.
Yeah. Oh no, let's do it. Yeah, it's just not paper. Also do it this way. You just want the crease up there, which is what will happen with the new inserts. Is there'll be a crease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we'll take highlighters, and we'll just color code the highlighters for the areas that we're going to be working in. So we're just going to do that. Just a highlighter with one action step to that goal this week. No, this is not perfect, and yes, we're figuring it out. And then I've got this bottom space down here to write notes on. All right, so there's that. And I'll pretty that up. But you guys get the point of what that page is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's move over to this. The daily pages. We went back to them. We're loving them. And we've got stickers for them. We've actually gone through and got the stickers. The changes we've done is these boxes are, of course, my appointments. I've went in with my stencil and drew lines here. I think when I'm either going to get a stamp or when Joe prints me more stickers, he's going to make me lines where a sticker can just go there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's time to test this out. These today focus things I find totally useless. But Happy Planner makes stickers for that. Yay, it works.
And they fit beautifully.
And they fit beautifully, so that's great. I've went ahead and gone in and went back to my task stickers, going ahead and putting those back in place of things that I do on routine. That way I'm not rewriting them 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
What I will do here is actually break down my day and plan that out. So there's that. Okay, we're going on an hour 30, so we're going to stop here. I'd like to hear y'all's feedback. Shannon, Brenda, if you're still with us, and any viewers, what do you think of this planning system? Because yes, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's hopefully will help me dial in. And that's what my planner's supposed to do, is help me dial in.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll give them time to reply. What do you think of it? Because you, I don't think, had gotten to see all of it. We've talked about parts of it.
Yeah, I'm starting to really understand some of the different parts you're creating and some of the modifications you're doing and how those work together.
Mm-hmm.
The content planner, though, pains me.
Okay.
I don't know why, but like I see the content planner and my brain screams. I know what you're doing and I know where you're doing it, and it makes perfect sense that you're doing it that way. It's just one of those pages that when I look at, like, my brain just goes, "Oh man, that's a lot of dots. That's going to be a lot of dots." Like, I think when it's all filled in, I think my brain would just go, "Ah, yeah."
This.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these dots here are check boxes.
No, not that. You were right the first time.
Oh.
With the grid. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all just checks off. Like, check it off.
I know. I'm seeing it, though, and I'm just like, oh. I think I would look at that page at the beginning of every month and just be like, I can't even. Mm-hmm. Nope. Can't be done. Cannot be done.
Well, you know what we say about that, right, Joe?
We can do hard things.
Oh, God.
What?
Make it happen.
Oh, okay, there's that, too.
Or if I pull Brenda sticker, for fuck's sakes, get it done.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best sticker for me to put on that page.
Right.
Oh, but yes.
Yeah, but that's the pieces of content going out daily. These
Mm-hmm.
are the content that is going out by project.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. The problem is that I haven't found a great way of tracking this. And this is the best way I've found so far in playing with templates in doing so. And it actually keys into an Excel spreadsheet. This is where I go digital for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Excel spreadsheet that has all of that on there. And then I have a OneNote that has all the other stuff like the tags and keywords and all that in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this way, hopefully, we won't miss posting. We won't miss posting important things. And, like the Angel of the Week is only a weekly one. It's only, I'm only going to have 4 check marks there. Well, 12 check marks there, so it won't be so spacey. But I'll show you this next month when you guys are together. Brenda, no. The Covenant is full of protectors of Hades. However, if you need time and someone else to argue with you about that, you might want to talk to our 3-year-old who also has the same complaint.
Yes, and he expresses his by dragging his bowl back and forth across the bars of his kennel.
Yeah.
Whether he's in it or not, back and forth across the kennel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but no. So Brenda also said, it looks like you have it set up to be useful for your needs. It looks like it should work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both are Aussies.
Both are Aussies.
Yep.
Both are Aussies. Oh, I gotta love the Aussies.
Yeah. All right. So I'm happy to see how this month turns out. And see if this works, because we're always going to change. We're always going to modify. And remember, if you have a planner that ain't working for you, we'll put that bitch back to work. Change it to make it fit you. Fit your needs. That's why I love a disc system. I'd never go spiral bound so far. I'm really upset the Happy Planners went disc system.
Went spiral.
Went spiral. We'll see what happens with that. We have the big, so if we need to go back full leather, we can. But I'm really hoping the classic fits in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you Tuesday with, I almost said Thursday with coffee and tea. We will see you Tuesday with the Psychic Coffee Shop.
We will.
We will. And with that, take it over, Joe.
All right. So, let's go ahead and run our lovely Patreons. Meanwhile, we also want to talk to you about Patreon and the benefits of joining. We have 3 tier levels. They are $1, $5, and $10 a month that you can join up. And each of those tier levels gives you an end-of-video thank you during credits, a monthly station meeting, early access to videos, as well as early access to daily tarot and daily affirmation, access to our private Facebook group, free access to all virtual classes, and a free ticket to gallery readings. The only difference between each of the levels is how much you want to save in your private reading with Aeson Knight. At $1 a month, you can get a 25% discount. At a $5 a month, you can get a 50% discount. And at $10 a month, you get a 75% discount.
Yep.
So guys, sign up. It's cheap. Come on, $10, that barely covers a Starbucks order. What you doing? What you doing with $10?
Right. And that helps broadcast, and it keeps the station moving. And it gives a lot of exclusive, you get a lot of freebie stuff, but it really helps us.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. Well, to keep producing content for you guys.
Right.
So, and speaking of you guys, we want to thank our baristas for their support: Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit PCSPNetwork.com.
And with that, guys, have a great night. Plan your week and take it on. Night.
Night.